everybody, viklasthemad here, bringing you an older pair of replays. This one, obviously, I'm in the lull tractor on Mittengard, and good lord, look at all the Czechoslovakian matchboxes. This is ridiculous. This was when the Czechoslovakian tech tree was pretty much brand new. I think it had just come out that week. Um, and I decided that I was going to go have a little bit of fun. So I'd already played a few matches against some of the Czechoslovakian tanks and found them to be quite interesting. The low tier ones rather, are paper. So I thought, well, I'm going to take the light tractor out there. It's fast firing, it's pretty mobile. We're going to get out there and have a little fun with them. So you'll see me coming around the corners here with my backside with the lull tractor because I want to expose as little of the tank as possible when coming around a corner. And speaking of matchboxes, here comes one on very low health coming around the corner here, and he has no idea that I've advanced up. So I'm trying to get into position before he comes around the corner and hide as much of the tank as possible. And he's going to try to do the same. He takes a shot at me, I take a shot at him. We both miss. He thinks he's got ducked down into cover, and we prove him wrong. Finished him off there. Let's go find another target. So we're going to come around the corner here. There was a medium 1 lurking down here somewhere. And if we had the new physics, that would have been a roll. And there's the medium. Don't know if he started to bug out because he saw us come around the corner, or if because he was trying to get a better shot. Doesn't really matter. We're winning this one, but not by much. It's a low tier game. It doesn't really matter who wins this one. We put a good shot into the medium. Somebody else puts a better shot into him. And he keeps motoring along. Then he stops in the middle of the road. So we follow him around, put another good shot into him. He starts to try to get out of the way, but too little too late. And our T1 Cunningham friend there tries to turn us into a spinning top. Didn't quite work out. And there's another lull tractor over there from the enemy team. Well, sorry friend, there can be only one. So let's get over there. It's just him and another matchbox somewhere. He puts a couple of shots into us with the autocannon, but not enough. We finish him off. He hit us with 3, 1 penetrated, 2 bounces. Now we're hunting that matchbox. XVM would tell us that the last time he was spotted was to the right of us, but didn't have XVM at the time. Have it now, so get the benefit of it with the replays. But there's the matchbox. We put a shot into him. He puts a shot into us. He reloads, puts a second shot into the hillside. We're loaded, ready to go. We exchange fire and come out the better. So on to the next one. Here we are in the M3 Lee on Ruinberg in an encounter battle. Now this was back when I was still grinding my way through the Lee trying to get to the M4 Sherman. And I absolutely hated the Lee at this time. I thought it was the biggest piece of garbage that had ever been put into any kind of game like this. And I still don't think too terribly highly of it. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. I think it depends on how you use it. But at this time, I thought it was just absolutely horrible, and I thought the gun was so bad that you could never penetrate anything. So why try to use armor piercing? And I've got a full loadout, as you can see there, of high explosive, which is actually going to come in handy in this match. It's a tier 5 match, and we're going to sit here in these bushes in a tank destroyer fashion, and that Hetzer is going to get a little bit too brave for his own good. He backs himself right out into the open, gives us the side. We put a high explosive shot into the side of his rear end, and then another one into his lower plate. He just misses us, and we finish him off. And it's a good thing he missed, because if you look, You can tell he's got the 105 millimeter. If he'd have hit with that, it doesn't matter if it was armor piercing or high explosive, we were done for. I mean, this is a Lee. He'd have taken us out either way. There's a lot of heavy firepower on the other side of these houses. Not exactly in a hurry to put myself out in the open to try to get a shot at those guys. So we're just going to sit pretty here. Pretty sure we've got good cover from the buildings around us. We're going to wait for an opening, wait for an opportunity. That Churchill's starting to look pretty juicy, though. If we can get around there and get up close and personal and get his side, we can actually do some damage with this high explosive. So we scoot up towards the building. And there's a Skoda over there. He can give us trouble. And the Churchill's disappeared. Oh, there he is again. Still in the same spot. He's been respotted. Alright. Let's make a move. And as we do, somebody sets him on fire and cooks him. Remember, kids, fire extinguishers save lives. Alright, we got a Panzer IV over there. We've got to get into a different position because he's got shots on our flank. But it looks like he's going after other targets. He's put himself out in the open. And he got one of our friends. But he paid for it in the end. Alright, now there's that Panzer S-35, I think it is. We line up. We've got a shot at his rear end, and just before we can bring the gun around, somebody finishes him off. It was our Wolverine. Alright, well, fair is fair. A dead enemy is a dead enemy. All we've done so far, though, is keep a couple of guys spotted and take out a Hetzer. And there's a Stug. Alright, now we've got more damage racked up. We put 2 good high explosive shots into that Stug, and the Wolverine finishes him off. Alright. Seems like there's some good teamwork going on here. Quite accidentally between us and that Wolverine. Ah, boy, here we go. There's the Skoda. Now remember what I said about the Czechoslovakian tanks earlier. I have already learned by this point that the Skoda is very, very nasty. Thankfully, between me and our Su-85, we're able to take him out before he can do too much damage. But he shaved off 1/3 of our health with one shot, so that's pretty nasty. We're winning this one pretty handily, though. There's only 3 of them left. Now there's only 2 of them. There's a damaged M4 and a damaged VK-3001. Let's go hunting. And we're following that kill-stealing Wolverine into the fray. And we lose another one. That M4 again. He's taking another one out. He's whittling away at us. But the Wolverine and I are on the hunt. I'm keeping pretty good pace with him. Not slowing down for anything. We're going to get him. We're going to get him. We're going to get in there. We're going to have him. Wolverine comes around the corner. Aims up. Looked like he took a shot at him. The M4 says, "Nope, I'm done." Wolverine takes a shot. We bump into him there. I hope that didn't screw up his shot. We've lost sight of the VK. The M4 just bought the farm around the corner. Ah, there's the VK. He's to the side. Get turned around. Ah! Okay, and he's finished off. Well, that's all I've got time for this week for World of Tanks. Join me tomorrow for World of Warships. I'm going to have a couple of good replays for you there, I promise. Until then, take care, everybody.